Tremor and I is sitting in the locker room for the Clawstar Wrestling League, waiting for our trial match. 2 weeks since we took Theo up on his offer, it's hard to believe we're actually here. Feels unreal to even think about. I never imagined myself actually making it to the big leagues. Of course, I dreamed about it, but getting here under these circumstances? I shake my head and look over to Tremor. Seems a bit more reserved about the match than usual. His typical pre-game ritual of taunting about how he's going to squash me flat in the ring isn't needed now we've dropped our facades. It's more of an implicit agreement at this point. I've been spending more and more time with Tremor over these 2 weeks, both in and out of the ring. Sounds like a basketball game in the background, more so than a wrestling match. Getting to know him more as a person and less as the idiot who is making my life difficult has been a nice change of pace. We've also been going over some fundamental concepts, things Tremor tends to neglect in the ring. He's actually been receptive to the feedback I've been giving for once. And of course, we've been trying to figure out how we're going to approach this new set of rules for the Midnight League. The main point both of us have been stressing about is the post-match ceremony. Having sex in front of an audience is a big change from our previous gigs, but what Theo told us that night is still stuck with me. Getting manhandled and grinded on by a huge half-naked dude isn't too far off from just fucking each other, right? Having spectators for the deed, though. I can hear them even now from back here. There's a huge crowd out there tonight, all excited to see sweaty men grope and fuck each other. I'm trying my best to retain my composure, but I can't help but feel anxious about the whole situation. Okay, he's covered up right now, but I'm being careful. Trevor looks over to me, sitting on the bench. He makes his way over and pats me on the shoulder. His rough paw slaps me hard enough to make me snap out of it. Hey!
Hey, yourself. You're not getting cold feet, are you? We can still back out if you're not feeling up to this.
Hearing him express concern for someone other than himself is weird. Nice, but weird. Not a chance. This is all just a lot to take in at once. We've done this so many times, right? So as far as I'm concerned, it could just be another Friday night.
You don't sound entirely convinced, you know.
I'm fine, really. I've got you out there with me, so I know that if we stick to our usual routine, we'll be fine. Tremor beams and gives me another rough pat on the back.
Ow. That's what I like to hear. Don't be surprised if I bust out a few new moves, though. I've been waiting to get my hands on you like this for a while. We have just the gig for me to get away with doing them now.
Gives me a big toothy grin. A little concerning, but in a fun way. And does the big lug have in store for me? Gotta call it in the ring, huh? Okay. Well, in that case, I'll try to follow your lead. I can take anything you throw my way.
I don't doubt it. You're always pretty eager to get flattened. Remember, though, this time I get to fuck you at the end of the match.
How could I forget?
I'd be lying if I said that wasn't part of the reason I agreed to this.
Ruffles my head fur and I slap his massive paw away. Yeah. You know I love getting crushed by your huge ass anyways. So we both get to have some fun out there. Big Dog flexes his massive biceps and gives me a confident but reassuring look.
Hell yeah!
What a dumbass. I can't help but smile along with him, seeing that goofy grin. Any trace of worry I have is gone now. I feel comforted now that Tremor is watching out for me. From around the corner, I hear Theo's familiar voice call out to us. Glad to see that the two of you are all fired up. He rounds the corner to greet us. The Black Cat is dressed in yet another fine suit. This one is a deep red and black. I bet he has one for each day of the week.
Sure am. I'm ready to get out there and give them all a show they won't forget.
I pump a fist in agreement. Yeah, we've been busting our asses getting ready for tonight. Theo claps his hands together and gives us a pleased grin. Good, good. I'm glad you gentlemen are so eager to get out there. But remember, he lowers his glasses a bit. You can see his eyes narrow over the rims. His tone shifts to that of a seasoned businessman. I must impress upon you both how important tonight's event will be. Both for you and for me. There's a lot of money on the line with a promotional match like this, so I want the two of you out there giving it your all.
Nothing to worry about, boss. We've been working on our routine, and I know the crowd's gonna eat it up.
Theo chuckles, content with Tremor's response. I'm delighted to see the two of you approaching this with such enthusiasm. No need to hold back when you get to the main event, either. Our patrons will be expecting to see you get wild. Well, we've been practicing that part as well. You shoot a side glance at Tremor and his eyes widen. Looks like my remark caught him off guard.
Well, yeah, of course.
We are well past the point of being shy, gentlemen. Give these people a bit of raunch, and I have no doubt they will fall in love with you.
You can count on it.
Tremor laughs loudly and scoops me into a side headlock, squeezing me tight. I try in vain to push him off before Theo clasps his hands to grab our attention. All right, save it for the ring, you two. You're up soon, so I want you both to be on standby. The announcer will call your names one by one, and then it's showtime. Are you ready? Tremor releases my neck from his grip, glad to know he's already fired up. We both nod at Theo. Good. I wish you two the best of luck. The cat begins to exit, but turns around for a last remark. And don't forget to have some fun. With that, his tail swishes and he's gone from our sight. I stand and face Tremor. We're both wearing the same big idiotic grin. It's strange. To think that this guy was one of the main sources of stress in my life just 2 weeks ago. Getting flattened every Friday night used to be something I dreaded. But now that we don't have to act like we're not enjoying ourselves, who knows? Might just be able to pull this thing off. We have to. You know what? Fuck that. We are gonna pull this thing off. There's no way either of us are gonna let this opportunity slip by. A voice rings out over the intercom while I'm psyching myself up. Attention, attention! Our next match will be starting soon. We have a special treat in store for all of you. 2 new wrestlers making their debut in the Midnight League. I guess that's our cue. Tremor nods and reaches out his hand for a fist bump.
Let's give 'em hell.
We bump fists and head toward the stage. Oh shit, here we go. First up, weighing in at 170 pounds, 5 foot 7 inches. He's the kid with a can-do attitude, fast as a flash, and stings like a bee. Strings like a bee. Oh god, it's Elijah the Comet! I take a deep breath. As my name is announced, I step out from backstage and head down the walkway. The Comet, huh? That's new. I like it. I don't get a chance to ponder it long as the cheering from the crowd quickly overpowers my thoughts. The stadium's packed. Considering this is such an obscure wrestling league, I'm astounded by the sheer size of the crowd. Pressure in the air is immense. I arrive at the ring and hop the rope with a bit of flair. I need to make a good impression here. Well, you didn't wipe your boots before you got in the ring. That's bad against tradition. Especially if you're getting in a ring that's going to be covered in bodily fluids. And not the usual kind. I try to get a good warm-up in while I'm pumping up the crowd. A few cheers and fist bumps for the crowd while I get a feel for the ring. test if the ropes are good. During this act, I lean against the ropes. Yay, there you go. I just said that. Lean against the ropes to get a feel for their tension. I want to make sure I know what I'm working with here. Oh, nice. These things aren't just something you can bounce off without knowing what you're doing. After I'm satisfied with my initial check of the ring, I head to my corner and face the entrance. Let's see how Tremor fares with this crowd.
And his opponent tonight, coming in at a monstrous 530 pounds, a towering 6 feet and 6 inches of pure Leonberger, a terrible titan himself, Tremor!
The crowd erupts in cheers. They don't hide who they're really here to see in this match. Who can blame them, though? Again, you can't keep a guy like that heel if they're cheering for him. I watch as Tremor steps out on the walkway and struts to the ring. He's a natural at this, of course. Never seen someone so sure of himself. While our old promotion didn't have anything nearly this elaborate, Tremor acts like he's done this every single night. Cheering and hollering, fist pumping and shouting, the audience is in love from the get-go. Tremor makes his way up to the edge of the ring and presses the ropes down to step over for entry. The Andre entrance. The bigger wrestler stops in the center of the ring and takes a look around. He's sizing up the crowd. Time for his signature move. Tremor crosses his arms and slowly starts to bend his knees. Here it comes. With a sudden burst of speed, he jumps up and throws his hand in the air, stomping down on the mat with tremendous force. I can feel the reverberation as it lands. Even the ropes are shaking from the impact. The big stomp, huh? Okay. The sound of the crash is loud enough that it cut over the thunderous noise of the crowd. We lock eyes. His smug grin is now shifted to his game face. We're in our element now. He walks backwards to the opposing corner, giving the crowd a wink and point before slumping back against the turnbuckle. That's those little pads there. I'm not gonna let the immense drone of applause distract me. Right now, it's just me and Tremor, and we've got a job to do. Or accurately, you got a job to do, but I'm just joking.
You ready, short stack?
It's hard to hear him, but just loud enough. Show me what you got! I push myself up from the corner as I hear the bell. Tremor does the same while rolling his arms, walking toward me. We meet in the center of the ring, our typical stare down at the start of the match. Tremor towers over me with a devilish grin on his face. His arms rest crossing over his massive chest.
There's still some time if you want to back out, you know. Otherwise, you're my plaything until that bell rings again.
Still the same smug Tremor. Can't help but smirk as I retort. You're gonna have to earn it, big guy. I'm not going down without a fight. Wouldn't want it to be too easy for you, now would I? He chuckles.
In that case...
Tremor winds back for the big blow. Looks like we're getting started now. He over-exaggerates the pull, giving me just enough time to duck under the big swing, slow and powerful. Now's my chance to show him that I'm not gonna be the pushover that he's used to. We've got to give this crowd a good show. I dodge behind him as he swings, and I land a swift kick to his side as he's turning back around. A foot is met with a big, massive muscle. I doubt that I would have been able to leave a bruise on this beast even if I was using my full effort.
Huh, not bad, not bad.
The huge dog shrugs it off. Did he even feel that? He turns to face me, and I stand in anticipation for his next move. Tremor lunges forwards, both hands outreached. He's trying to lock me up in a hold. There's no way I'm winning in a test of strength against this brute. I try to think fast, spot an opening. There, underneath him. I'm able to take advantage of our size difference by sliding between his legs as he reaches forward. In one swift motion, I slip past him and dart towards the ropes. I make contact and rebound off the ropes, picking up speed. Tremor turns back around just in time for me to launch myself at him. I land a drop kick to the center mass with a good amount of momentum behind me. Both feet find their mark and I press off with both legs for a clean recovery. I land with a bit of flair and nice inclusion of flair, and shoot him a smirk. I know he felt that one. I return to my ready stance and Tremor tries to catch his balance. You can't knock the giant off his feet right at the beginning. That would be ruining the fucking momentum. He looks at me with an impressed grin.
Looks like the little jobber has been holding back on me this whole time, huh?
You afraid I'll be the one fucking you at the end of this match? Tremor lets out a hearty laugh.
Not a chance! But it's gonna make crushing you that much more satisfying.
He steps toward me with his chest held out. Oh, you're gonna get into a chopping match? Horrible idea. I back up to keep a good distance between us, but he stops as soon as he's in the center of the ring. Circle around him slowly, waiting for his next move, but he seems content holding his position for now. Can't keep on the defensive like this for much longer. You're not getting tired already, are you? He smirks.
Someone's feeling cocky tonight. You must really want to get pounded. I'm not even warmed up yet, twerp.
Before I can retort, Tremor charges at me again with a surprising amount of speed. He holds a stiff arm out to the side, telegraphing a huge clothesline. Oh god, here's my chance to counter. With only a split second to act, I drop to the mat right before the blow lands. I use the Giant's own momentum against him as I sweep his legs and trip him up. Oh shit! The sudden maneuver is enough to catch him off guard, and he falls to the mat face first with a thundering crash. Oh damn, you took the Giant off his feet. I scramble back to my feet and take position in the middle of the ring. The audience roars in approval. See, this is booking us an underdog babyface against a heel. Damn, it feels weird to have them on my side for once. The sound is almost overwhelming. It's starting to sink in just how many people are here in the arena, but I try to shake it off. Can't get distracted now. Focus, focus! We're still just getting started. Tremor slowly gets back up to his feet, laughing.
You little shit, you were this good all along, weren't you? I never would have guessed you had it in you.
His toothy grin turns devious.
Well, I hoped you've had your fun, 'cause now it's my turn.
He charges at me again, but I'm able to duck under and run past with little effort. Why is he going for the same moves twice in a row? Well, if it worked the first time, I'll try to keep using my speed to keep him off balance. I rebound off the ropes, and as I shift directions, I see that Tremor has done the same. He wasn't aiming for me. Wait, a feint? Aw, shit, he's gonna catch you. It's too late to stop the momentum. The bigger wrestler closes the distance, and now whatever measly counterattack I had planned has gone out the window. Tremor smashes his massive body into me at full speed. I impact against this solid slab of beef and go tumbling down onto the mat. He doesn't let up. The mountain of muscle and fur comes crashing down, and it hurts inside. On top of me in a massive full body press. His massive frame completely envelops me. He rises back to his feet while I lay trying to catch my breath. It takes me a few seconds to get back to my senses. Looking up, I can see his same smug grin looking back down at me. He looks so pleased with himself.
Ready to have some fun, bud?
Before I can respond, a massive paw reaches down to pull me back to my feet. Tremor is able to pick me up effortlessly. I struggle to find my footing, but the big dog doesn't release his grip. Instead, I feel him winding up for his next move. He pulls me back with his brutish strength, one hand pushing me on my back. With one forceful shove, he sends me running into a corner. A classic Irish whip. I friggin' hate that move. I hate the Irish whip because it makes no sense in a real fight idea. Because if you just push someone, they wouldn't just run because you did it. Usually because it involves like a turn as well. Like, I'm not running just because you pushed me and told me to. I turn and slam into the turnbuckles, hearing the audience jeer as I make contact. It stings, but I catch myself on the ropes to either side. I look up. Tremor is already barreling towards me, and I grip the ropes to brace for the impact. In an instant, he spins just before impact to ram his massive back into me. The unmitigated force of his body slamming into me squeezes out the air in my lungs. Spectators cheer as he crashes into me. And Tremor takes his sweet time to let me feel just how huge he really is. The audience really just doesn't give a shit who wins and who loses, because at this point, if they were cheering the underdog, they should be booing Tremor right now. But whatever, I'm not even gonna complain anymore. The huge dog keeps me pinned in the corner, slowly grinding his massive body onto my aching torso.
Doing alright there, Pipsqueak? Not too heavy for ya?
Grunt as I try to push off the massive brute, but he's not budging. Why in hell am I gonna be able to shove him off me?
That's what I thought. You're having a grand old time, aren't ya?
What's he getting at now? Tremor slowly starts rocking his hips against my crotch. Oh shit, oh shit! Dawns on me, I'm fucking rock hard! The boner is pressed directly into Tremor's wide backside. Fuck, he noticed it before I did again! He feels massive ass slowly and deliberately bearing down on me. Oh, fuck. I stifle a moan as he moves teasingly back and forth. So this is your next new move? The massive dog looks back over his shoulder, leaning further back into me.
Oh, this? This is just a goof.
He sounds so satisfied, so smug. Tremor is using his full weight to grind against me, so delighted by how much I'm enjoying the sensation.
Looks like I gotta show this little jobber his place.
Dot. He chuckles, clearly enjoying himself. The crowd is eating it up.
Not too chatty now, are you, pup?
I try to retort, but I'm at a loss for words. My focus is fading as he continues to toy with me. Tremor finally eases his full weight off my body, but he still keeps me firmly wedged behind him in the corner.
You're gonna want to hang tight for this next bit.
He pulls his hips forward and suddenly slams his backside into my torso. After the blow, Tremor steps away from the turnbuckles, leaving me to slump down on my ass. I grasp at the ropes on either side of me to try to brace myself. I'm still a bit dazed, but I can see him standing there in the center of the ring. Arms pumping, boasting, showboating as always. Hard to deny how skilled he is at getting the crowd riled up. They're eating out of the palm of his hand. Then there's me, still planted firmly in the corner, catching my breath, still pitching a massive tent. I might feel embarrassed if I could actually feel anything right now. I lock eyes with Tremor, his grin as wide as ever. The huge dog takes his sweet time as he saunters towards me, reveling in the roar of the crowd. Oh fuck, what's with that look in his eyes? What's he planning next? I try to get to my feet, but my body is not cooperating. By the time I get my legs moving to even attempt to stand up, Tremor towers over me. I gulp as I stare back up to him. There's that evil grin of his. Without a word, he makes a swift turn, and I'm now face to face with his backside. Oh, don't stink face. No stink face, please, Rikishi. He makes sure I have plenty of time to appreciate all of its glory before... Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. This is a Rikishi-esque stink face. And I'm not sure I can fucking show this. Nah, there's plenty of videos of Rikishi doing the exact same fucking thing. It's covered up. Thwomp. His massive ass presses into my face, trapping my muzzle between two hefty cheeks. I can feel his entire body press into me as he slowly starts to grind down, wedging me further in. Okay. The scent stuff. Oh god, okay. The arms struggle as I push against his firm ass cheeks, but to no avail. Might as well be trying to move a mountain. He continues to move his hips, slowly and deliberately. Okay, with the leaking. I swear I'd probably... Oh, wow. If he wasn't putting all of your effort into staying conscious. I mean, I shouldn't be enjoying all this. Why does Tremor know just the right moves for me? It takes every bit of focus I have to endure this immense pressure. He's taking great pleasure in rubbing his rear all over your face. Oh, Lord, the smell is gonna be on your... Just wash yourself, you stank ass! After what feels like a short eternity, Tremor seems satisfied with your humiliation. He relents, standing back up to the cheers of the crowd. I wildly gasp for breath of fresh air, and Tremor just turns back around to loom over me, pleased with his work.
How about we wrap this up?
The bigger wrestler grabs me by my scruff and lifts me into the air. I'm disoriented by the sudden movement, and I quickly realize that I've been turned upside down. What's the finishing move? Tremor has pulled me in close, belly to belly, arms wrapped around the torso. Arms wrapped around my torso while he walks me back to the center of the ring. Well, we got pinned in the last match, but he also mentioned bear hug, so that's a submission move. My face is wedged between his legs, and I can... Oh. Well, if we're upside down in a belly to belly, then you could be going for a tombstone pile driver. It has always looked like a standing 69. My face is wedged between his legs, so I can feel his hard cork rub against my snoot. Is it his big finisher, the earthquake? Oh wait, is it a sitting pile driver? My legs stand vertically as I cling to his massive body. I try to brace myself. This one's gonna hurt. I notice he's walking slower than usual, talking up the crowd. That's unexpected. Tremor's giving me a chance to adjust myself, a luxury I'm rarely afforded with him. With a few minor shifts in position, I'm ready. Give Tremor a subtle squeeze on the thigh to let him know. Time slows down for me as Tremor leaps off the ground. The two of us are now airborne. In that massive burst of movement, I imagine. I feel gravity start to shift all around me as we tip forward. We're falling. Oh! It's not a pile driver. So it's like a Styles Clash, but with a setup of a tombstone. Interesting. That is interesting. It's like a backward Styles Clash? Huh. Okay. In a split second, his massive body slams down on top of me. I mean, the Styles Clash just doesn't look like it would hurt at all. And the tombstone is one of the safest ones to take, and ironically, the Styles Clash is one of the most dangerous moves to take. And the pile driver is one of the most devastating looking maneuvers to take. Weird. Anyway, our bodies crash onto the mat with a massive thud. I'm completely flattened under his mess, once again breathless, pinned by the giant dog's body. Tremor lays there on top of me, ready for the count. Despite being smothered by a warm crotch, I can still hear the crowd as they chant in unison with the announcer. 1, 2, 3! The audience erupts in a deafening cheer. There's no healer face in this entire dynamic. They just were excited for everything. Tremor pushes himself up to sit on his knees to bask in their adulation, while my head remains trapped underneath his hefty crotch. My body is bruised and battered, but I am in heaven right now. My snout is pressed up underneath his balls. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I can surely see the balls between. Tremor lets me enjoy the moment, panting heavily and slowly teasing me by swaying his hips. He stands up, raising a fist in victory for the crowd before turning back down to look at me. I squint up to see that dumb look on his face, so proud of himself for squashing the jobber. God, what a jerk. I can't help but smile back up at him.
Looks like you're really enjoying yourself down there, huh?
He chuckles.
Show's not over yet, though. Ready for round 2?
Oh, fuck. He's right. Oh, fuck. And he is now naked. Tremor is quick to disrobe. He lets his trunks fall down onto my snout as he towers over me.
Ew.
They're drenched in sweat rich with a scent. Oh, ugh.
How about you hang on to those for me for this next part?
He stands fully erect and I have a front row seat to the spectacle. Tremor reaches down to pull me up and in one swift motion yanks my trunks down around my ankles. We're both now exposed to this massive crowd, lost in their cheers and applause. The two of us are rock hard. And yeah, the idea of it all being a massive prank, totally gone now. Because there was no like, we checked to make sure the other matches were doing this too. Like, no, This is it. All right, now they're doing stuff, so I gotta synopsize this for you. Again, the link to this game is in the description down below. It's free, so if you want to see this game, you play it for yourself. You can donate if you would like, but otherwise it is free. I just cannot play or describe this kind of stuff on YouTube without putting my channel at risk, so I'll see you afterwards. I will synopsize it for you as it happens. As it happened. All right. They did it. They did it. It was like a full Nelson standing thing. So yeah, they did it. And now he's taking him out of the ring. It says I'm not draped over his shoulder, but I have a feeling it's supposed to be I'm now draped over his shoulder. Tremor's making it known that I'm his prize, and he's proudly showing off his trophy. I dangle in his grasp, and he gives his final cheers to the audience. I have no energy left to resist. There's an odd comfort in his grasp.
Nice work out there.
You jerk. That's all I can muster right now. He chuckles. He exits the ring, heads up the walkway with me, still over his shoulder. I'm not sure how to feel about being carried away by this brute, but I'm starting to realize I can get used to this. And when we exit the stage and spot Theo sporting a wide, pleased grin, I get the feeling I'll get that opportunity. Oh, there you go. Nice. So I assume that's the end, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Here's your credits. Oh, George. George is in this? I did not know that. Well, cool. Hey, here's your credits. Horbuns, Aluminum Siren, Radiant Warhound, Velthric, George, which I didn't know was in any way related to this, but cool. And then Rebel Khajiit. Cool job, y'all. Thank you for playing. Yay! Well, this was a fun time. Nice. You know, it was nice playing something kind of short and sweet. You know, I've got all these series that take 900 years to finish. Got through an entire game in one fucking sitting. A welcome change. Thank you for watching this. Again, if you want to play this for yourself, I recommend you do. Link is in the description down below. It's not going to be to the itch page because YouTube freaks out for itch links. So sorry about that. If you want to play it for yourself so you can see the stuff that got censored out or skipped over, or you just want to experience this game for yourself, please do so. And if you want to donate on the itch page, you can do so there. But you can play the game for free if you like. I really enjoyed the art style. I like the music when it was there. There's kind of sparse music here, but it was all good. Bit of an interesting twist. You know, like I said, when I saw wrestling in a visual novel, I was like, oh, hey, my time has come. And this was not what I was expecting. But when I saw Very Horny at the very beginning, I was like, okay, maybe I need to temper my expectations. But I'm not disappointed by that, you know? Maybe one day there will be a straight up like just like indie wrestler trying to make it to the big leagues without the turn straight into Pornville type of deal. But I'm not mad at it doing that, at this story doing that, because I feel like there's a misperception that because I have to censor sex stuff out of YouTube videos that I'm like against that kind of stuff. I'm not. I just can't do it because I don't want to lose my fucking channel. This was a fun little story. So, yeah. I'm not used to doing the first and last episodes of something in the same sitting. I'm not used to this. I need to do stuff like this more. I really need to do that more often. Good Lord. And it was just nice to be able to share some little wrestling tidbits here and there on this channel without it being totally out of place. You know, it was nice. Anyway, I'm going to go now and I'm going to shut up. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, link in the description down below if you want to play it yourself. Have a nice day. Bye, everyone.